Did you know that you can create a predictable path for your success? What if there was a way that you could design your ideal future? And this includes designing the environment around you. Did you know that people who are able to reverse engineer their goals while designing their ideal future actually break it into small, easy steps, so you'll learn exactly how to do that right now. My name is Alex Morgan, and I help you align your actions, your beliefs, your dreams, and your thinking so that you can achieve success. And success is here, and you might as well be ready for it. The easiest way to be ready for it is to actually design your ideal future. This is one of the easiest ways to achieve success because it'll be like you're going into the unknown. However, you've designed it all, so you'll be so familiar with it and you'll feel so good while you're there in your ideal future because it will be your reality around you that you've created from the inside. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to start setting a crystal clear vision of your dream reality. And you need to do this in several different ways. The first thing that you want to do is you need to focus on having yourself think like you're going to be this person. You need to feel like you're going to be this person. And you need to act as if you're this person. So this morning, I got out of bed and I thought to myself, what am I going to do today to act as if I'm publishing my newest book? I'm going to make some final edits on my book. I'm going to start talking to more people about my book. I already started to talk to more people, past customers yesterday, who are also going to share my book with others as well. I can also post my book on social media if I want to. So I was thinking, what would I do if I'm releasing my book? I'm acting as if I'm creating my future, designing my future of me releasing my book. So what's something that you can do today that allows you to design your ideal future, that allows you to get that goal that you want? So think of the goal that you want. You don't have to achieve the goal today. Think of something you want to achieve, and then you reverse engineer it. You start setting a crystal clear vision of this. Think of something you can do today to achieve that. Think of how you're going to feel, how you're going to think, what you're going to do, and act as if you're that person that is doing that, who's going to have that dream life. This is not only going to create a picture in your mind. You're not just going to be putting effort in your mind thinking about this and visualizing yourself do it. You're also putting in physical action. Now, it's good to have a combination of both. You also need to do thinking time, so time where you're not taking any physical action, where you're just setting a clear vision, a crystal clear vision of that reality. So you can also design this in your mind. Design and think about how you're going to think in this dream reality, how you're going to feel, what you're going to do, the people that you're going to be around. How's your life at home going to be? Your life at work? You need to think about all of these things. So set a crystal clear vision of this. And then you're going to set up milestones along the way. So you're reverse engineering this goal and you're setting milestones along the way so you can have little checkpoints. And the wonderful thing about these checkpoints is you can also set rewards at these checkpoints. So for example, let's say I'm working to publish a book. When I actually finish, let's say, putting in some last minute edits on the book or whatever, I can reward myself with something. Maybe I can take myself out to my favorite restaurant where I live, or I can buy myself a new pair of shoes, whatever it is. So as you're going along, you're going to set rewards and milestones. So you're going to have a goal and set a few milestones, let's say at least 2 or 3, and set rewards for those. So as you create these wins along the way, you're also rewarding yourself. you're showing your unconscious mind that it's doing a good job. And when your unconscious mind thinks it's doing a good job, it wants more of that. It loves repetition. It wants to install that habit. So the more it gets rewarded, the more it expects to create these wonderful experiences for you, so it can keep rewarding itself and you. And once it sees success, it loves to generalize. It's going to want to see success in another area of your life. Let's say your goal has to do with your business or your career. As soon as your unconscious mind starts to see success there, it's going to want success in your relationships, at home. It's going to want to give you more things, more experiences with your health and fitness, with your personal development, with whatever area of life that you choose to have success in. It's going to want success everywhere. So you need to set different milestones and have little daily actions that you can do that are going to allow you to get what you want and then reward yourself for that. And the next thing that you have to consider to really design your ideal future is you need to hold a belief in your mind that it's really important to be flexible, because there's going to be things that happen along the way. Even though you have this designed in your mind, you've spent thinking time, you're taking actions, you're thinking, you're feeling, you're talking to yourself like this person, you're taking actions, you're acting as if. However, if something happens, you need to be flexible enough that you're going to still have control of the system. Because what I always teach people in my trainings is the most flexible person in the room or in the conversation or whatever it is, they have control of the system. They're going to be able to influence themselves and the people around them better. So if something happens, take it as a sign that this is how it's supposed to work out in your dream future when you're designing your ideal future. If you're flexible, then you'll be able to adapt efficiently, and it won't feel like you're getting thrown off of your dream future. It will feel like that's how it's supposed to go, because you have those thoughts, you have those feelings, and you're acting as if this is happening. And part of all of that is taking everything along with it. Things are going to happen along the way, so you have to be ready for it all. Because if someone wants to make a lot of money, for example, they're designing their ideal future, and part of it is having lots of money, chances are maybe people are going to be asking them for money. Maybe they're going to have to hire more employees, more salespeople. They're going to have to pay more expenses. They're going to have different things that they're going to have to do. So they have to be ready and flexible for all of this. Now, those things aren't necessarily negative, because they're all an investment in making more money. However, they're not necessarily the most positive thing of, hey, I'm making all this money, when the end goal is that. That's why your end goal has to also include you doing things that are part of designing that ideal future, thinking in a way that designs your ideal future, and feeling good about it. Because your goal needs to make you feel good, because once you start to really achieve that goal, once you make that leap and you're achieving that, how is it going to continue if you feel bad about it? So the feeling is really important. Make sure that when you're making that leap, when you achieve that goal, you feel so good about it, you reward yourself even more, and then you set other goals so you can leap even further, so you can create more of your ideal future, so you can design more of your ideal future. And this will start to compound, so you start to maybe achieve things faster and faster. You never know. It's going to be up to you how much you want to achieve when you start to design your ideal future, when you start to think about your ideal future, when you wake up every day and think about how it's going to feel to have your ideal future, and then think about, what is it that I'm going to do today? Like, I have my ideal future now. And take those steps, because part of my ideal future is teaching a lot of this information to people. So I wake up today and I'm going to make this audio to hopefully teach you something so you can get value from it. And if you think anyone else can get value from it, go ahead and share it with them. If you haven't already, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate everyone who's been subscribing lately, leaving comments, recommendations, suggestions. It helps me keep making videos and audios every single day. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope to see you on the next video or the next audio.